The night air felt different. At the corner of the street, a bulb kept flickering like someone had left it unfinished on purpose. When I, Maya, passed beneath that flickering light, for a moment it felt like the air itself was whispering. But I'd be lying if I said I felt scared. No, it was curiosity that gripped me. Before that night, my life was simple. College, mom, home. Mom's daily dialogue. Maya, don't come home late at night. And my usual reply. Mom, I'm not a kid. Same routine, every day. But that night the world took me seriously for the first time. Are you Maya? A voice from behind. I stopped. Turned slowly. A man stood there, a dark coat. Something in his hand. And a smile that slides right into your heart and becomes a warning. Yes, and you are. I tried to act casual. If you knew who I am, you wouldn't ask. He stepped toward me. I stepped back. The difference was, his steps carried confidence, mine carried confusion. I know what your mother has been hiding from you. The air froze. My mom? I whispered. What could my mom possibly hide from me? He extended his hand. There was an old, white file in it, just like the ones in detective movies. Giving it to me, he said. Open it only when you're alone. Before I could take it, a house door slammed open behind me. Maya. Mom's voice. A voice strong enough to break stone. The man vanished into a side alley in a second. I was shocked. Mom was furious. Maya. Inside. Her voice carried fear, not anger. I went inside with the file in my hand. Mom looked at the file for one moment, and I saw her breath falter. For the first time, I saw my mom afraid. The air grew heavy. I stayed silent. Mom was panicking. Maya, who gave this to you? Her voice shook. A man. Do you know him, Mom? The answer was in her eyes, yes, she knew him. But her lips tried to lie. No, I don't know him, she said. And it was the weakest lie of her life. Mom, what's in this file? Looking straight into her eyes, I asked. Her hands suddenly turned cold. Just for a second. Then she spoke the sentence that flipped the entire story. Maya, if you open that file, you won't be able to go back to your old life. I froze. Old life? Mom. She cut me off. Maya, I'm your mother. But you are not my daughter. The air stopped. The whole house went silent. The file almost slipped from my hands. Mom, what are you saying? My voice cracked. Mom grabbed me, pulled me close. Tears filled her eyes. Maya, I saved you. I didn't give birth to you. And that line shattered my entire world. The file was in my hands. The truth was in front of me. And my life had become unknown in a single moment. I froze, staring at the file. Everything blurred: the furniture, Mom's face, even the cold air felt unreal. Mom kept looking at me with guilt and fear mixed in her eyes. Maya, this file will show you everything, she whispered. Everything? I asked in disbelief. She nodded. Mom, why didn't you tell me? Why hide everything? She took a deep breath. I wanted you to live a normal life. Your real identity. It should never have put you in danger. I reached for the file, but she stopped me. Not now, Maya. First, you must be prepared. Your mind, your heart, everything. The truth will change the foundation of your life. My heart was pounding. Prepared? I had simply trusted my mom. And now she felt like a stranger. Mom continued. Your real name, your real story, your real parents. Everything was hidden. You are not who I believed you were. I almost yelled. Then, who am I, Mom? Tell me. Now. Mom looked at me not with anger, but with love mixed with fear. Your real parents were victims of a political conspiracy. To keep you alive, I had to take you under my care. Every step of your life was planned. My mind spun. Planned? Mom, so you were making me a puppet? No, Maya. I only wanted you to survive. Your future was in my hands. And now, understand the truth. I opened the file. The first page had a picture, a little girl, just like me, but more innocent, scared. Below it was written, Maya. Original identity. My heart stopped. Original identity? Mom. Does this mean? Mom nodded. You were never shown the world where you were born. Your childhood, your real parents, everything was hidden. For your safety. I whispered. But Mom, now that the truth is out, how am I supposed to live? Who am I? Who do I trust? Mom held my hands. Maya, your story is dangerous. Your parents' enemies are still active. This file has clues, follow them to stay alive. Every page had dates, locations, coded notes like a spy diary. Why is this so complex, Mom? I just wanted a simple life. Simple life is an illusion, Beta. Reality defines you, your real name, your real family, your real enemies. I could barely breathe. But a voice inside me said, Asterisk Maya, now it's your choice. Hide from the truth, or face it. Asterisk. I held the file tighter. I'll face it. Mom. Show me everything. She nodded and opened the second page. There was a symbol, a strange emblem. Unfamiliar, yet oddly familiar. Mom, why does this symbol feel like I've seen it before? You have. In your real life. This is your first mission, she said. To track your identity and your parents' enemies. Mission? Identity? Enemies? I closed the file and looked at her. So, my life can never go back to normal? She smiled, sadly. Beta. It was never meant to be normal. That night, my entire past faded. Everything changed. Mom told me to find the first clue in my old school's library. A notebook hidden by my real parents. I sneaked into the dusty shelves. Suddenly, I felt watched. Focus, Maya, I whispered. I found an old wooden box. Using the file's clues, I unlocked it. Inside, a notebook. And a key. Written in the notebook. Dates, symbols, codes. A picture of tiny me, with a couple I didn't recognize. My heart skipped. Just then, the library door creaked open. A man entered. Face partly covered. Eyes sharp. He searched for the notebook. I hid, breath shaking, then quietly slipped out. Ma, someone was there. He wanted the notebook. Mom's panicked voice. Maya, this is just the beginning. You're being watched now. The basement. At night, I got an anonymous message. You think you're safe. You're not. Next clue. School basement. Hurry. I went alone. Dark basement. A symbol on the wall, the same emblem. A shadow appeared. A voice. You finally came, Maya. The shadow. He held a file with the same symbols. Who are you? I asked. Someone who carried your parents' burden. Their death. Your survival. Everything was on me. My heart pounded. He said the emblem was a code, a key to a secret map. He gave me my first test. In the basement's hidden chamber, I found an envelope. For Maya, from your real parents. Inside were instructions. Whom to trust. Whom to fear. And how to uncover my identity. Just then, a masked figure attacked. I dodged. Used the shadows. Used distraction. Used instincts. His mask shifted. I recognized him. One of the people involved in my parents' death. I pinned him down and escaped with the notebook. Mom arrived. Tired but proud. Beta, you proved your courage. Now your future is in your hands. The new beginning. As I walked out of the tunnel, sunlight entered slowly. I inhaled deeply. My parents' clues with me, my mother beside me, and my own courage awakening. I wasn't just surviving. I was becoming the real Maya. This journey wasn't just about danger and secrets. It was about discovering myself. Becoming strong. Becoming the real me. And so, after the basement, the shadows, and all the secrets, Maya finally took control of her own life. She wasn't just surviving anymore. She had become her own hero. Asterisk. Asterisk.